Hello, my name is Mary Amesbury, and welcome to this fourth lesson in the series on easing anxiety through faith. Today we'll be looking at how a lack of sleep can be contributing to your anxiety. But first, a few sleep jokes. What do you get when you eat cookies in bed? Crummy sleep. What do you call it when a college student pulls an all-nighter? Resisting arrest. Psalm 127:2 says, "It is vain for you to rise up early, to sit up late, and to eat the bread of sorrows, for so he gives his beloved sleep." God gives his beloved you sleep. Because your Creator loves you, he built you to need quality sleep. Sleep is not a luxury. It is a necessity. When you sleep, your body and brain repair themselves and heal the damage caused during the day. Sleep consolidates memory, which improves learning, retaining information, and problem solving. Studying and then sleeping soundly may be far more beneficial in preparing for a tough exam than an all-nighter. Sleep literally makes you smarter, more creative, healthier, and happier. Sleep is a gift from God. 6 days you shall work, but on the seventh day you shall rest. In plowing time and harvest you shall rest. Exodus 34:21. Your Creator designed his creation to need to sleep, even during very busy times like plowing and harvest. He has established the principle of setting aside 1 day a week for rest. The Sabbath forced God's people to trust him to care for them as they rested. We can trust ourselves to our Creator because he doesn't sleep. Psalm 121:2-4 says, "My help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. He will not allow your foot to be moved. He who keeps you will not slumber. Behold, he who keeps Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep." We can turn over our worries to God. He is more than able to care for us. Of the 10 commandments, keeping the Sabbath is the only one that was not brought forward into the New Testament. By the time of Jesus, the religious leaders had attached so many rules to the Sabbath that it became a burden rather than a blessing. Perhaps that is why the Sabbath commandment of 1 day of rest per week was not continued. Instead of a mandated Sabbath, Jesus instructed, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls." The need for rest hasn't changed. And perhaps it's even more necessary because technology has blurred the lines between work and non-work time. I don't have to tell you that most college students are sleep deprived. A couple of different studies put the rate of sleep deprivation among college students at 70%. I also don't have to tell you that being sleep deprived makes you stressed, cranky, and anxious. You've been there. You know. But you may not be aware of how chronic sleep deprivation, routinely getting less than 8 hours of sleep at night, affects you emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Often the chronically sleep deprived don't even know how impaired they are. Researchers suggest that being sleep deprived can make you as dangerous on the road as someone who is legally drunk. Sleep deprivation fuels anxiety. The amygdala, the part of the brain associated with emotional states, showed in one study a 60% amplification in emotional reactivity in sleep-deprived individuals. In other words, when you're sleep-deprived, normal occurrences stress you out more. You are more anxious, more fearful, more stressed, more angry, more sad. Although you might not think it's possible to get 8 hours of sleep a night, You can begin by getting better quality sleep each night. Here's some tips for better quantity and quality of sleep. View sleep as something vital rather than a luxury that you can cut out. Establish regular sleep and wake times in line with your circadian rhythm. Your body and brain need from 7 to 8 hours of restorative sleep every night to prevent diminished performance the next day. Respect your body's normal circadian rhythm. If you're a night owl, don't take an early morning class. If you're a morning person, don't take a late evening class if you can prevent it. No amount of coffee will make you smart when your brain is wired to sleep. Develop an optimal sleep environment. Your sleep space should be cool, dark, and quiet. Invest in light blocking curtains if there's too much ambient light from streetlights. Cover everything emitting light like an alarm clock or your cell phone. If you're affected by caffeine, eliminate it 6 to 8 hours before scheduled bedtime. Develop a bedtime routine to help you relax and to cue your brain that it's time to sleep. If your muscles are sore, do some stretches. Your brain needs a transition between work time and sleep time. And avoid anything super stressful right before you go to bed. If you find yourself fretting about something that happened during the day, pray and ask the Holy Spirit to guard your thoughts as you try to fall asleep. You might also benefit from listening to the Bible on your phone with an app like Bible.is, which has a timer that will shut it off. Try journaling about your worries rather than letting them run in an endless loop in your mind. So, thanks for watching and sleep well. Good night.